Hi, it's Terry.
And Jen, and welcome to our coffee talk today. And a couple weeks ago, we did one on private for sales, and today we wanted to give you the top 10 reasons why not to sell your home privately.
So we'll dive right into it. Number one, a good realtor will put more net money in your pocket. That's pretty self-explanatory, and we could talk all about that in a whole video.
That could be a whole
Yeah. So number two.
You don't pay a realtor unless they actually sell your home.
Yeah, so like some of the private for sale outfits, like Property Guys, you actually pay them up front, and you may never sell your house. With a realtor, you don't pay us unless you sell your house.
So the risk is on us with
Yeah.
all the advertising.
Like it's like buying a car and saying you may or may not get that car. So anyway, so number three.
Private buyers have a garage sale mentality, so they think, oh, they're not working with a realtor, we're going to get a really good deal on it. So they just expect it for cheap, really, like a yard sale.
Number four, you are too emotionally attached to your home. You need an objective outlook.
Yeah, you got lots of memories, and you always think your house looks nice, but you need someone to come in and.
And we just sold our house, and we're realtors, and we found it difficult.
Yeah,
we really did. And
he thought get there.
No, it was hard. From the selling of the house.
Because you love your house.
Yeah,
right?
And even the negotiation, it was like you could see that emotional, like, oh my God, we almost could have had another realtor helping us out, So anyway, so number five.
Safety. So do you know who you're letting in your home? So not only making sure they're qualified buyers, because who does that? They're just calling off an ad. You don't know who you're letting in.
I wouldn't let people off the street come in my house.
Yeah, it's just a safety issue.
Yeah.
So anybody who, say a realtor does bring in your house has been pre-screened. They're a qualified client. That realtor knows who they are.
Number six, negotiation. You need a skilled negotiator working for you. I mean, it's one of the most important things we do. We spend a lot of time taking courses and experience, of the ins and outs of negotiating, and that's probably the top skill that a realtor could have, and you want that person working for you.
Number seven, most people do not want to deal with private for sales. So I know we have a lot of clients who wouldn't, that's the biggest investment you're going to make.
Ever, yeah.
And you don't know what you're getting into when you're buying something privately. And I remember one time we had looked actually at a private for sale, and then afterwards that seller found out who my client was and called them, and my client said, no way, I'm not dealing with without my realtor, because never mind the realtor's experience, but just for that comfort.
They just don't want to deal with the owner. They just want to deal with a professional, a dedicated professional that's working for them, and that's an important one. So number 8. Rules. Private for sales have no rules. I say it's a wild, wild west. The realtors, our structure,
rules, regulations,
the association, the board. We have strict guidelines of what we can say, what we can't say, when we're dealing with competing offers or dealing with listings. There's structure there, and there's a reason for that, and it works well, and it's worked well for so many years, and it's still one of the reasons why private sales are actually almost an all-time low.
To my my kind of analogy is, when you have something, you want to buy something for sale like Kijiji, and you're like, oh, you know what, I'll take it, and then you go there and they're like, oh, I already sold to somebody else. And you're like, what?
It's the same thing. This is your house. Okay, number 9, dealing with challenges. Difficulties and challenges happen. You need to have someone who will show up at your house at 11 p.m. at night to deal with it. So not every transaction is smooth, and sometimes we're dealing with small challenges, but they can grow into big challenges if they're not handled properly. And it's our job to make sure there's as few of those challenges possible. Everything is smooth, but things happen and things arise, and it's our job to make sure that they're dealt with in a calm, focused manner.
Without the emotions of the seller, the emotions of the buyer. They're both high because one wants the house and one, it's there's a lot of emotion in there. So.
Yeah. So number 10, having a dedicated professional working for you. It's our job to make sure you're taking care of every step of the way. So just when you're out looking, and we have people that have we've been working with for years, and you need to know that you've got someone that you trust that is working for you in your best interest at all times. And you have to have that. If you don't have that, then you're really missing out on a key element of the home purchase. So I have a recent testimony that I wanted to read quickly here for you. This house in Garson that just closed a few weeks ago. Back in November, I had Terry and Jennifer out to my house to provide a pricing and marketing plan to sell my home in Garson. I decided to go with Property Guys because I thought I would save some money. I paid the full Property Guys fees up front, and then after 6 weeks of stress and very little activity, I called the Ames team to list my home. They came in right away and did professional videos and photos. They delivered flyers to the neighborhood. They created an impressive marketing and advertising plan to get my home sold. Well, in the first 2 weeks, we had over 14 showings and 2 offers. I was so delighted in their professionalism and care throughout the whole process. They made sure that this important transaction was smooth and stress-free. Today, my home is sold, and in the end, I put more net money in my pocket because of their marketing plan and negotiating skills. Thank you, Terry, Jen, and Debbie Ames. Sincerely, Kim Fitzgerald. Thanks, Kim. So that really sums it up. And Amy, thanks again, guys, for joining us.
And if you have any questions about buying or selling a home or the real estate market, just send us an email at info@amesteam.ca.
Okay, bye.
Bye.